Your Google Ads CPA is likely higher than it should be because GA4 is mislabeling your traffic. If unassigned keeps showing up in your reports, watch me fix it with AI fast. Really fast. I'll also show you the before and after near the end of this video so you can decide if this is worth it or not. And by the way, it's 100% free. Aside from the obvious reason why you should have a channel group, I'll also show you the top 3 reasons why marketers I personally work with prefer to have this. So the first one is if you have lots of unassigned traffic. So I'm here at the traffic acquisition report, and this is a dummy GA4 property. So most of the data will not be actually from my real users. So let's copy the unassigned traffic and then add a secondary dimension of session source medium so we can see what are the traffic type that gets assigned to the unassigned traffic. So in this case, we have not set and null and null, and this is expected for our case since this is a dummy property. But here is the thing, we have a real traffic from ShareASL and this source medium as well that is not under a channel group. It is under the unassigned traffic group. So in this case, we would need this to be unassigned under a specific channel group. The next reason is not actually a best practice, but some marketers just use non-standard UTM naming convention that Google does not understand and it is not relevant to the other marketers. So in these cases, they just like to create custom channel groups so they can do their own definitions for each traffic type. The last reason is basically you want to have like a custom naming convention for the existing channel grouping or your modified channel grouping with your own naming convention or even adding emojis to the channel groups. Once you sign up for your account and give the tool the proper access, you'll be directed to this page where you will see all the properties that you already have access to within Google Analytics. So you just need to select the property where you'd like to make the changes. And for our case, I'm gonna select the create new channel group option over here, since this will help me create a new channel group using AI insights. Once you selected, you'll be prompted with this interface. The date range would be the last 30 days where the tool will look at the last 30 days of data, and the channel groups count over here shows you the existing custom channel groups that you have. So the first one would be the default channel group actually, the second one would be a custom channel group, and the third one is another custom channel group. And J4 allows you to only create 2 additional channel groups to the existing one. And here you will have the channel group name and then the session source medium where this traffic gets bucketed under, and the number of sessions in the last 30 days. So what you can do is apply manually a new custom channel group from this option. So just toggle this and, for example, select paid social and do the same for each and every row. But you can just scroll down here and click on this give me recommendation, and AI will then give you recommendations based on the insights it sees. Once you click on it, you can either use the existing channel groups naming convention that G4 has, or my personal favorite is the advanced group, where it will just create unique naming convention for the channel grouping. So I'm gonna use this one, and this is the selected channel groups over here. You can also add custom one from just typing. So for example, Facebook. But I wouldn't actually recommend adding anything additional over here since the AI will already assign traffic to these new channel group naming convention. And now let's just remove this and hit continue with 36 groups. After about a minute, it will show you the changes that it has done for each row. So for example, page social here, it used to group Facebook paid social, but I have created a new channel group name that is meta paid, and it will now assign the Facebook paid social underneath it. And you can check all the green or highlighted rows over here as these are the updated ones, while for example the SMS attentive SMS one does not have any changes, as the AI sees that it shouldn't be grouped under a new channel group or existing one. It should be steady use the SMS channel group. Now you can then scroll to the bottom and click create channel group. You can name it custom channel group. Let's continue. Now you'll get a summary of new naming convention for the channel grouping. Hit confirm and create, and that's it. In just few seconds, it is created in our Google Analytics account. So let's now head to Google Analytics and see if that was created or not. Now on my J4 demo property, and I'll just go to the report section, or actually let's go to the admin section first. Scroll down and select channel groups. You can see that chat group was created over here and it has today's date. So let's click on it and see what it has. And you'll find that the new chat grouping are already in place. And for example, here is one of the chat groups, which is X organic. And we can also check the meta one that we were just seeing. And you can see how the configuration was done. So any source that is Instagram, Facebook, and with all the naming convention. So let's now look at the data and see how it looks like. So let's go to reports, traffic acquisition, and let's select the chat group that I have just created. You can see that all the new naming convention are now visible over here, but still for this property, it has unassigned traffic. So let's add a secondary dimension of session source medium to see what kind of traffic is still being unassigned here. And for my case, it would be not set and null traffic. And again, this is because that this is a dummy GA4 property. But what you'll notice is that if you use the primary channel group over here, and now adding the session source medium, you'll see that now the SaaS affiliate and shareasale.com traffic are now not visible in the new channel group because it was defined by the AI. While if we are using the session primary channel group, we will have it under the unassigned traffic. Using this tool, it will ensure that you are not wasting your time and it is not grouping any data under unassigned, and it is grouping all the data properly. If this fixes your GA4 channel groups, subscribe to the channel as I share weekly tracking tips that saves you real dollar ad spend. Let's now talk about the update option. So let's select it and load our channels. You'll see that all the channel groups that were created will be found over here. So we have the one that we have just created and we have this other one that I have created earlier before recording the video. So if we clicked on this one, what we can do here is basically manually choosing each and every option that we want for each traffic type. So for example, if we do not want to group the Facebook paid social traffic under metadata, can manually come here and change it to anything else. So let's say paid social, for example, and we can do the rest for each and every channel group. And by the way, if you would prefer to have it this way, I'll also attach my UTM standardizing sheet that you can share with your team. So before they create any new campaign, they can follow that guide, or you can just update it with the terms and naming convention that you'd like and share it with the team. So everyone is using the same structure. After that, you can just basically go down and update channel group. What this will do is that it will update your existing channel group. For audits, templates, courses, and analytics support, I highly recommend joining my web analytics community. I'll leave the link to that community in the description. The last option is basically copying an existing channel group. And this really comes in handy for GA4 users who are managing more than one GA4 property, like agencies. So let's explore that option. So let's click on the start copying option and then let's select the GA4 property. Once we select it, we will see all the channel groups that we have created here. So for example, let's select the same one that we have. And now let's copy it to this account, to this property. Keep it main. Let's hit confirm and copy. Now let's go to Google Analytics and see if these changes were made. Go to admin, channel groups. You can see that the one that we have just created is found over here. That's it. I hope that this was helpful and thank you so much for watching. If you're still watching to this minute, that was Ahmed, and I would really appreciate it if you can subscribe to the channel, like and share the video, as this motivates me to create more content. And also don't forget to leave a comment down there if you're still facing any issues with Google Analytics, or just say hi. And yeah, that was it. See you in the next video.